Hello everyone, how are you all? You must be fit and healthy. So, here I am Miss Pratiksha Singh welcoming you to lecture number 7 of Physics Paper 1, that is Mechanics and Thermodynamics. So, in previous lecture we have studied two chapters of first unit, that is Compound Pendulum and Center of Mass, and now onwards we are going to study about third lesson, that is Oscillations. So here we will study about simple harmonic oscillation, right? It is commonly called as SHM, simple harmonic motion. So before studying about simple harmonic motion, I would like to introduce you about periodic motion. So periodic motion means what? It is the one which repeats itself after definite interval of time, right? We come across a large number of periodic phenomena in nature, like occurrence of day and night, then heartbeats, then rotation of earth around the sun, etc. There are a lot of examples. So these are some examples of periodic motion. If a particle performing periodic motion, it moves to and fro over the same path, and that motion is said to be oscillatory or vibratory, right? And the particle which is moving or oscillating to and fro, that particle is said to be oscillator. So some examples of oscillatory motions are like clock's pendulum, the motion of a mass at one end of the spring when the other end is fixed, and vibrating tuning fork. This is also example of oscillatory motion, tuning fork. So etc. There are lot of examples of oscillatory motions. So the maximum displacement of vibration which that particle is performing, that displacement is called as amplitude, while the time required for completing one vibration, that is called as time period. Okay, and what is frequency? The number of vibrations per unit time, that is frequency of vibration. And time period is reciprocal of frequency. So periodic motion, it can always be described in terms of sines and cosines of angle dependent on time. The term harmonic is used to express some functions containing sines and cosines. So that's why periodic motion is called as harmonic motion. And simple harmonic motion is a type of harmonic motion which is executed by a body like any object, which is called as simple harmonic oscillator, SHO, and acted upon by a force which is proportional to the distance of the body from equilibrium position and acts a direction opposite to the displacement. That force which is directed by that particle back to its equilibrium position, and that is called as restoring force, right? So that we will see in next slide. So what is simple harmonic motion exactly? It is a special case of oscillation along with the straight line between the two extreme points, the path of SHM which is constant. So the path of the object needs to be straight line, and there will be a restoring force that I have been explained here, the force which is directs the particle back to its equilibrium position, that is restoring force. It is directed towards the equilibrium position or mean position. Mean position in simple harmonic motion is a stable equilibrium, right? And extreme position, it is unstable equilibrium. So simple harmonic motion or SHM is basically defined as a motion in which the restoring force is directly proportional to displacement of the body from mean position, right? Whatever the displacement has been done by that object or that body, that distance is directly proportional by restoring force. F is directly proportional to the displacement. Sometimes displacement is symbolized as x, so F is directly proportional to x, and the direction of this restoring force is always towards the mean position. So the acceleration of a particle executing simple harmonic motion is always given as a is equal to, a is a parameter of time, is equal to minus omega square. Minus sign represents the opposite direction. Okay, minus omega square x, and x is also a parameter of time. Omega is the frequency of the vibration, and x is the displacement of that particular object from its mean position. So how acceleration can be defined as according to SHM? It is a is equal to minus omega square x, where omega is the angular velocity of that particle. Now simple harmonic motion depends on the stiffness of the restoring force, and also it is dependent on mass of the object. And the simple harmonic oscillator with large mass oscillates with less frequency, right? Because the frequency and the mass, both the terms are inversely proportional to each other. That's why if the mass of the oscillation or mass of that oscillatory object is larger, that time it requires less frequency. And the oscillator with high restoring force oscillates with high frequency, as restoring force is directly proportional to frequency. That means the oscillator with high restoring force oscillates with high frequency. If it is less restoring force, or oscillation is with less restoring force, that time it will have less frequency. Okay, so this is about introduction of simple harmonic motion. If you see in diagram, you will see that there is an object which is tied at the end of the string, and one end of the string is fixed. So here the restoring force is represented by K, and weight of the object is represented by mg, while the displacement that the object with which it will vibrate is represented by x, and the displacement is from 0 to h, right? The vibration of that string is 0 to some particular height. Okay, so that is represented by x. So here the restoring force F is equal to mg, like it is from as the weight of the object. And also according to SHM or definition of SHM, restoring force is equal to minus kx. F is equal to minus kx, where F is the force, K is the proportionality constant, and x is the displacement, and minus sign represents that the force and the displacement have opposite direction. Okay, so this is the formula or basic formula for SHM. F is equal to minus kx. Now see, suppose in ideal case, if there is no friction between the object or in that string, then according to Hooke's law, F is equal to minus kx, which I have been told you in earlier slide, that for Hooke's law says force is directly proportional to displacement. F is proportional to x, and k is the proportionality constant, where minus sign represents the opposite direction of force and displacement. So the formula is F is equal to minus kx, and according to Newton's second law says force is equal to mass into acceleration, that is F is equal to m into double dash x. Double dash x represent acceleration. Okay, so F is equal to m double dash x. So according to Hooke's law and Newton's second law, if there is same left hand side, that means the right hand side also equal. So we can write minus kx is equal to m double dash x. So m double dash x plus kx is equal to 0. We can write this equation as m double dash x plus kx equal to 0. Now the basic formula for angular velocity, that is omega, is omega square is equal to km, or sometime it is write as omega is equal to under root km. Okay, so at the place of k we can write omega square m. Okay, so in this equation, that is m double dash x plus kx is equal to 0, we have been replaced k by omega square m, and now divide the complete equation by m. So in whole equation m term will get cancelled out. So what will remain? X double dash x plus omega square x is equal to 0. That will remain. Okay. And now the formula for time period is t is equal to 2 pi upon omega, or we can write 2 pi under root m upon k. So solution of this particular derivation, or we can say differentiation, solution of this particular differentiation is written as x is equal to a cos omega t plus phi, where a is what? A is the amplitude of that particular oscillation. Amplitude means the distance between mean position and extreme position, means initial position and final position. So the distance between mean position and extreme position is the amplitude of that particular object, and phi is the phase of the oscillation. So what is the solution of the simple harmonic oscillation? X is equal to, that is the displacement, is equal to a means amplitude, cos, that is as it has cosine angle, that's why it is represented as cos, and omega t, that is angular velocity and time, plus phi is the phase of the oscillation. Okay, so I hope you must get this derivation. Now see the difference between periodic motion, oscillatory motion and simple harmonic motion. Here I have been put up some points that are different to each other, that is periodic motion, oscillatory motion and simple harmonic motion. So let us begin with periodic motion. It is a motion which repeats itself after equal interval of time. I have been told this in first slide, right? What is periodic motion? It is a motion which repeats itself after equal interval of time. For example, uniform circular motion. And there is no equilibrium position in this uniform circular motion. It is a stable equilibrium. There is no restoring force and there is no particular position. That is periodic motion. Okay, here no particular exact position is there between uniform circular motion. If you consider the example of the rotation of the earth around the sun, then there is no fixed position of the earth in that particular orbit. Okay, it is a periodic uniform circular motion. It is that motion is repeating itself after a particular interval of time, right? Means 365 days or sometimes 366 days. So after particular interval of time, that motion repeats itself. That is uniform circular motion. Okay, now what exactly in oscillatory motion? So it is to and fro motion, like a pendulum, to and fro motion of a particle about mean position, that is called as oscillatory motion, and in which a particle moves on either side from equilibrium mean position, that is called as oscillatory motion. So it is a kind of periodic motion. Oscillatory motion is a kind of periodic motion which is bounded between two extreme positions. As in periodic motion there is no boundaries or there is no limits, but in oscillatory motion the motion is bounded between two extreme points. So for example, oscillation of a simple pendulum or oscillation of a spring mass system. So if you see in that example, spring mass system, the motion is bounded between two extreme positions. The object will not go beyond that extreme positions, right? So the object will keep moving between two extreme points about a fixed point, which is called as mean position or equilibrium position along any path. Here path is not constant. So there will be a restoring force directed toward equilibrium position or mean position, right? I have been told you that restoring force is given as F is equal to minus kx, as it is directly proportional to the displacement. Okay, in oscillatory motion the net force on the particle is 0 at the mean position. As in mean position the particle is in rest position, it is a stable equilibrium position, so there is no net force acting on that particular object. Okay, so this is about oscillatory motion. Now see what is in simple harmonic motion or SHM. It is a special case of oscillation along with a straight line between two extreme positions. Here also path of SHM is not constant. But path of an object needs to be straight line. There will be a restoring force, as I told you earlier. It is directed towards equilibrium position or mean position, similarly like oscillatory motion. And mean position of a simple harmonic motion is a stable equilibrium position, as like in oscillatory motion. So these are some same points of oscillatory motion and simple harmonic motion, and I hope you must get what is exactly the difference between periodic motion, oscillatory motion and simple harmonic motion. So here in today's video we have been covered introduction to simple harmonic motion and the derivation for a small derivation for the solution of the differential equation of the SHM, and we have been seen the relation between simple harmonic motion and uniform circular motion in terms of the difference between periodic motion, oscillatory motion and simple harmonic motion. So next points, that is damped harmonic motion, that we will see in next video. Till then write this concept in your notebook. This is from 3rd chapter, and remaining part we will see in next video. Till then, thank you and bye bye.